Hello and welcome to another update video about Polygon MATIC. We have here on the MATIC chart a potential 1-2 setup as explained in the last video. A very unusual one that would be, so the yellow wave count is the bullish wave count where we had a wave 1, which might have topped here on the 22nd of June, an A wave down, a massively overshooting B wave, and the C wave down might be unfolding now. I've got a support area between 55.3 cents and 63.6. And as long as we hold that support area, so it doesn't mean we need to get there necessarily because of the high B wave, but as long as we don't break below 55.3 cents, we can give the yellow wave count a chance. I made a slight adjustment here to the support area from previous videos. I think in the last one I showed you that one already. That was all communicated already. The thing is, I only really have a 3-wave move up into the July highs. Therefore, it can only be a 1-2 setup with a high B wave highlighted in yellow, or a more bearish WXY structure in a wave 4, which would lead to another low. So it's all about identifying, okay, or understanding, okay, can the 55.3 cent level hold? And the closer we get to it, the better the reward to risk ratio for a long trade. I think it's looking good. I mean, it's sort of in line with a Bitcoin count, more or less. And if it's coming down in a wave 2 and it's holding a higher low, then it can go higher in a third wave that can take us to $1 and beyond. And what you need to understand is that MATIC seems to like to do these overshooting B waves. If I go to the daily chart, we can see that actually on the larger time frame, you can see that MATIC already made this massively overshooting B wave here on the daily time frame. That was when price topped in a wave 1 back in August 22, came down in a short wave A, had this massively overshooting B wave, and then came down in a C wave. And maybe this stuff is playing out now in small down here. An unusually high B wave, not invalid though, longer than it would normally be, but not invalid at all. B waves can be very, very annoying. They can do stuff that goes beyond what you typically would be looking for. So that's why I always say B waves are the most difficult waves to trade and to forecast. And sometimes when people think something is manipulated, it is often a B wave. But that's sort of the situation. I mean, for me, we broke below that trend line here. The thing is, you would normally think that, okay, if the trend line is broken, it could just be the white wave can't play out here with a wave 5 to the downside and a new low, finding support potentially at 48.5 cents or 41.1. So this would be the support zone that becomes relevant for the white wave 5 if 55.3 cents breaks. However, the follow through to the downside is very choppy. So I would honestly, and I don't have a really good view of the micro count, but I would honestly say the yellow count has a good chance, especially if Bitcoin and Ethereum are going to complete their corrections shortly. Yeah, and I think if we get now a break above this last swing high, which actually is here around 79.80 cents, then we have a first indication that a third wave rally is ongoing, but we would need to look at the structure then. So just be aware that it doesn't need to get into this orange support area. It just needs to hold 55.3 cents. We can also use the Fibonacci extension tool to measure the length of the A wave. That gives us an idea where the C wave might land, okay, in yellow. Because in such a flat structure, you can see extensions all the way to the 2.618 extension. That's at 60.2 cents. Now, I'm not saying it couldn't go lower, but below that would potentially already shift probabilities, even though we are still in support then. But the 2.618 extension is certainly also a more or less common extension level for a C wave. And that is at 60.2 cents. As you can see, it can already be finished. The 1.618 extension is already reached here at 71.2 cents. That's probably why we find some temporary support here. So I keep you updated. At the moment, the short-term trend is still down, but I'm watching for signs that it could be turning around. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.